Hello, this is John Hummel, Senior Technical Writer for Wallaroo. Today, we will be demonstrating how to set up your Kubernetes cloud environment for installing the Wallaroo Community version with Amazon Web Services, AWS. These instructions are up to date as of early 2022, so if you're watching this from the future, tell us how cool flying cars are, and expect that these commands may change. A current version of these instructions are stored at the Wallaroo documentation site at docs.wallaroo.ai. Here, you'll find the prerequisites, the EKS CTL-based configuration files, and related commands, so you can copy and paste right into your terminal. These instructions assume that you have your Amazon AWS account set up with Amazon Elastic Kubernetes Services, EKS, enabled, and ready to go, and have the following: your Wallaroo Community license file. You can get that from portal.wallaroo.community. Follow the instructions on the Wallaroo documentation site if you need additional assistance. Installed AWS CLI, and you've connected it to your AWS account. Installed EKS CTL. This is used to set up our Kubernetes environment through EKS. Installed kubectl and COTS on your local system where you'll be performing the installation. These two are used to manage our Kubernetes nodes and install Wallaroo Community. Wallaroo Community requires each node have at least 8 cores with 16 GB of RAM. The Kubernetes device driver must be containerd. Here, in our EKS CTL configuration file, we have the minimum machine types that will be used for each node pool. The complete details are on the documentation site. When the EKS CTL configuration file is ready, run it with EKS CTL create cluster-f, the name of your configuration file. Depending on your connection and AWS setup, this command may take anywhere from 10 to 30 minutes to complete. We've sped up the video here, but the critical thing is make sure there's no errors. The Kubernetes configuration will automatically be applied to your local terminal environment, and you can verify it with the command kubectl get nodes. Let's install Wallaroo. With that done, now we can install Wallaroo Community into our Kubernetes environment. We start by creating a namespace where Wallaroo Community is installed to. Kubectl create namespace Wallaroo. Now we can install Wallaroo Community with the command kubectl COTS install Wallaroo /ce namespace Wallaroo. During this process, the necessary containers are being downloaded into your Kubernetes environment, services started, and general awesome being applied. You'll be prompted for the default administrative password. Supply that, and the installation will be nearly complete. Once finished, you'll be able to access the Wallaroo administrative dashboard through the default address http://localhost:8800. Open your browser and access that URL. First thing to do is log in with the new password, then provide your Wallaroo Community license file. Next, you'll notice several configuration options that we'll skip here, though you should note the DNS address that has been supplied by Wallaroo. This is how you'll access the Wallaroo Community dashboard later. Scroll down and select Continue. Wallaroo Community will now perform a pre-flight check, making sure your Kubernetes environment is ready. And that's it. There may be some more background processes, but when your cluster is ready, you can access your Wallaroo Community dashboard and get to work. Time to access our new Wallaroo dashboard. You'll see the URL right there, domain prefix, and the DNS suffix. In my case, it makes the URL for my Wallaroo dashboard flashychair3389.wallaroo.community. These URLs are unique to your license. Once your Wallaroo Community instance is running for the first time, you'll receive an email providing you with your temporary password. Open the URL for your Wallaroo dashboard, use the same email address registered with the Wallaroo Community license, and use your temporary password. You'll be prompted to change your temporary password for a permanent one. With that, you're now using Wallaroo. For more instructions, make sure you check out our blog posts at wallaroo.ai/blog or use our tutorials and other guides at docs.wallaroo.ai. Thanks for being part of the Wallaroo community.